Vajrapani mantra 7 times. Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng to perform blessings with mala. Okay. Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng to set simultaneation to bless the registration forms, Homa cards, and all the offerings with Vajra bell and scepter. Please rise and join your palms with reverence. We are inviting His Holiness to perform the ritual of opening the Homa fire hill, to set simultaneation around it, to make all the offerings, and to perform mudra transformations for purifications, enrichments, magnetization, subjugation, and birth deliverance. Please recite the heart mantra of Marici Bodhisattva. Recite that mantra so the eight bits of Buddhas can benefit.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Panamo Lindoling Soham. Om Ha 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 Wei Samaye Soham. Om Zuri Zuri Zunti Soham. Om Zambala Chalang Chalaye Soham. Om A Hom Beja Guru Bema Siti Hom Se. Om A Hom Guru Be Aha Sasamaha Lian Sheng Hom. Deyata Om Beka Zaya Beka Zaya. Maha Beka Zaya Laza Samo Kyade Soham. 南无36万亿与水1万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿与水1万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿与水1万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。
Please recite the supplication to the Guru Buddha to stay in samsara. I pay homage and supplicate His Holiness the virtuous and marvelous Tantrika, all Buddhas in the Buddha verses as numerous as grains of sand, compassionate Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, and Dakinis, protectors of Dharma. The three poisons are proliferating endlessly. Our body and soul are stricken, tumbling in the misery of perpetual rebirth. With great compassion, His Holiness descended upon this world to salve its deluded ones. The three jewels emanate wondrous light to provide refuge for all. All fortunate beings, humans, and devas rely on His Vajra body, with the bestowal of teachings, vows, precepts, empowerments, and attainments. We disciples of the Buddha plead that you stay in samsara to turn the Dharma wheel to benefit and give happiness to multitudes of sentient beings. Merit dedication. May all uphold the Buddha, ascend to the realm of utmost bliss, repaying fourfold generosities from above, aiding those in the three realms below. Upon seeing the Buddha, may we transcend life and death like the Buddha, may we liberate all. To Buddha's good disciples, wholeheartedly pray to the main deity of Homa today, Namo Marici Bodhisattva, the warrior Vajra. By your boundless, majestic Vajra Dharma power to protect our lineage root Guru, to be free from disasters, to be always healthy, happy, strong, unhindered, radiant, live a long life in samsara, to be endowed with riches, love, and respect, and good affinities, to turn the Dharma wheel of the true Buddha Dharma to benefit all sentient beings in the 10 Dharma realms. Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng to perform the overall merit dedication. Om Manici Soha. We pray that you bless us. That the netherworld spirits will receive clear light radiance and be reborn into the pure Buddha verses. We pray that you bless us with good health, that all is auspicious, and according to our wishes, calamities transform into auspiciousness and strong spiritual commitment, and to always be diligent Om Manici Soha, please bless us. so that we attain fruition from our spiritual cultivation. Stay undisturbed, that all wandering spirits and ghosts can disappear. May we be endowed with auspiciousness during the day, auspiciousness at night, auspiciousness around the clock. And may those amidst auspiciousness pray to Marici Bodhisattva for her protection, to be supported by the protector, absorbed by the yidam, blessed by the Guru. Om Marici Soha. And gods in heavens, gods on earth, may we be far from all calamities. May all calamities abandon us. Let all disasters turn into dust. May all of our prayers be completely fulfilled. Om Marici Soha. May the viruses disperse, calamities disperse, natural disasters disperse, karmic sicknesses disappear, bad affinities disappear, bad thoughts disappear. Hundred syllable mantra 3 times.
Ha 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 bhagavan sawa tathagata pejamami mencha pejbawa mahasamaya sato ahom pe om peja sato samaya manupanaya peja sato tenu padicha jejo mi bawa suto kayu mi bawa sopo kayu mi bawa annola to mi bawa sarwa sidi me bolaya cha Sawa kama sutame sitamu sriyan guru hom ha 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 bhagavan sawa tathagata pejamami mencha pejbawa mahasamaya sato ahom pe om peja sato samaya manupanaya peja sato tenu padicha jejo mi bawa suto kayu mi bawa sopo kayu mi bawa Annola to mi bawa sarwa sidi me bolaya cha sawa kama sutame sitamu sriyan guru hom ha 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 bhagavan sawa tathagata pejamami mencha pejbawa mahasamaya sato ahom pe 做观想大礼拜，以拜根本传承上师体系。
Great home is choosing visualization for student Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra third to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth, equality to all. Recite completion mantra. Let's give a great round of applause to show our utmost gratitude to our lineage Guru for presiding over this Marici Bodhisattva Homa fire offering ceremony.
大家恭敬合掌，恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛。
Now let us join our palms with reverence, and together we inviting His Holiness to bestow the precious Dharma teachings. Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus, homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming, homage to Master Sakyamuni, homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa, and homage to Master Tupten Tarchi. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of Homa today, Marici Bodhisattva. Sumo Tanchen Katso Tuten City Tuten Kama. All Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, Dharma tutors, temple and center directors, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Good afternoon, everyone. How do you do? I would like to announce for next Sunday, October 29th at 3 p.m. there would be the five-color Akalanata. Akalanata. The five-color Akalanata was first transmitted in Jia. The origin was from Japan during the Three Kingdom, which is Tokugawa. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't get. So in the area which is where Tokyo is now, there was a monk who set up the five-color Akalanata in that area. So that the Jianghu, which is where the Tokyo is, was protected. So it started out in Japan, and then later on I transmitted the five-color Akalanata Homa in Jia, Taiwan, and transmitted the teaching of the Akalanata. So next Sunday we will have the five-color Akalanata Homa fire offering ceremony. And we all know about Akalanata, which was Vairocana Buddha of the five Dhyani Buddhas, the wrathful emanation or transformation of Vairocana Buddha. So of the 5 wisdom kings or Vidyarajas of Japanese Santrayana, Akalanata is the most important one. That's the mantra. And then the mudra is the short mudra. And the image or the appearance of Akalanata one of the eye is squinting and an angry or wrathful look, and one hand is holding a precious sword and the other hand is holding a lasso, a divine lasso, and he's seated on a bed of rock or rock bed, and the 2 fangs are showing, and the right fang is, or the upper fang protruding downward and the lower fang protruding upward. So the 5-color Akalanata is very special. And today we perform Marici Homa. Actually, Marici Bodhisattva has very deep affinity with True Buddha school. In the earliest time, she's also Vairocana Buddha's emanation. Vairocana Buddha's emanation, the mantra. And her Vajra name is the warrior Vajra, or the majestic warrior. And this deity is all related to Japan. All the ninjas worship Marici. All the ninjas would worship or pray to Marici. So, because she can become invisible and free, so can appear and disappear instantly. So therefore, she's the patriarch of the ninjas. And she also has an appearance as a celestial maiden who's holding a fan. And she's a god for battles. That's why she's called power-showing Vajra or warrior Vajra. And she always wins in battles. And she has 3 faces. And the appearance of Marici Bodhisattva with 3 faces, each face with 3 eyes and 8 arms. And she's an emanation of Vairocana Buddha and can become invisible and has self-mastery, divine power. If you enshrine or worship Marici at home, then you will not have thieves coming to the house. That's the benefits. If you practice Marici Dharma practice, nobody can take advantage of you. The tangible ones or the intangible ones. When you read Marici Sutra, you would know. In the Marici Sutra, it's written that she can alleviate lots of disasters. That Marici is always traveling in front of the sun. So Marici cannot be seen, captured, cheated, bound by anyone. No one will owe her death. Karmic creditors cannot take advantage of her. So Marici will protect me during travel or when it's not the travel, while not traveling, in the day, at night, amid karmic enemies, amid legal and political troubles, from robbery and thefts, and at all places at all times. So she's a protector god. And this deity is under contract with True Buddha School. So all True Buddha School disciples will be protected by her. Sakyamuni Buddha told all the bhikshus, if anyone can write the sutra, recite, uphold, and insert it into one's hair or clothes, and carry it at all times, then all misfortunes will recede. By writing her name or reciting her mantra, or inserted in one's hair or ornament, or inside one's clothes, and wherever you go, everything bad will disappear. This is about Marici. And you need to at least chant 100,000 to 300,000 recitation of her mantra, and there are many other rituals. And she can make you invisible or resolve your drowsiness, the mantra. And under Marici's charge are numerous beings. In Taoism, she is the Big Dipper, planetary star who's in charge of the 28 planetaries, in charge of all the planets. So she's the leader of the 28 planetaries and 36 heavenly gods and 72 earthly gods under Marici's control. So this deity is quite great. All these jokes are not funny. This one's not bad. In the psychiatry, there is a patient who climbed up the electric power pole and not wanting to come back. And the doctor yelled, "Come down. If you don't come down, I would saw and the pole, and then you will fall." But the patient stayed up there, didn't want to come down. And there's another patient, mental patient, came by and said, "You come down. If you don't, I would break the pole." And immediately, that other patient came down, and the doctor was curious. I asked you, but you didn't come down. And then the other mental patient asked you, and you came down. And the patient said, "Are you mad? Let me tell you. You're not crazy, but he's crazy. So he dares to do it." So when the doctor asked him to come down, he didn't come down because the doctor was not crazy, but the other mental patient was crazy. There are many jokes about mental patients. There was a psychiatry. It was raining, and then many mental patients took the basin or get showers under the rain. They all got in the rain, and then except one. And when the doctor saw that, this patient has good signs. And then the doctor asked him, "Everybody's got in the rain. How come you don't get shower?" And he said, "Don't you know? I'm waiting for it to be warm, waiting for the hot water." Many jokes. Another one. The psychiatrist was testing the mental patients, and he drew a door on the wall, and then told all the mental patients, if you walk out from here, the door, then you can leave the hospital. Everybody rushed and was trying to open the door, and the door stayed closed, except one was smiling and standing on the side. And the doctor thought, "Oh, maybe this patient is almost recovered." And so he asked him, "Why didn't you open the door and escape?" And then the patient replied, "But the key is with me." During an afternoon nap, the husband was rubbing the temples and said, "Oh, I have a headache." And the wife said, "Oh, are you catching cold?" "No, because in my brains it's just you." And when the wife heard that, she's quite happy. But the husband continued, "You were skinny before. I could stand it okay, but now You've become so big, so that's why you push against my head. That's why I have a headache. Two men was talking to each other, and A said, "My wife is incredible. She changed my faith." And B asked A, "How?" And A replied, "In the past, I don't believe in anything. But after I married her, I knew that hells do exist." Now we'll do the question and answer. From Malaysia again, from Lian Sheng, homage to the lineage Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng. Beloved Grandmaster Lu, peace with you. Thank you for resolving my question. Thank you. 1. In our practice of the 4 preliminaries for newcomers or old-timers before spiritual union, may we also practice the following? A. In the morning, a session of the 4 preliminaries or Guru Yoga, and at night, a session of the smoke offering. B. In the morning, a session of the 4 preliminaries or Guru Yoga, and at night, a session of the fire offering. C. In the morning, a session of the 4 preliminaries, and at night, the Guru Yoga. Can we practice ABC at the same time? How would you answer? It's up to you. We make it easy, whatever. In the morning, 4 preliminaries or Guru Yoga, at night smoke offering. In the morning, 4 preliminaries and Guru Yoga, at night of fire offering. In the morning, 4 preliminaries and at night Guru Yoga. It's up to you. Go ahead. Choose whatever you want. Second question. In our practice of the combined 4 preliminaries and Guru Yoga, for newcomers or old-timers, before spiritual union, may we also practice the following? Also ABC. In the morning, a session of the combined practice. At night, smoke and fire offering. Can people who just took refuge perform the combined practice of the 4 preliminary and Guru Yoga? By practicing once in the morning and once at night, may we accelerate the attainment of our Dharma practice? Also ABC. A Dharma teacher once said that we must first perform the 4 preliminaries before doing other practices, because Grandmaster has stated that by gaining spiritual union in one Dharma practice, all the rest of the practices will be achieved. There is also a Dharma brother who has some spiritual responses who said that one can start practicing Guru Yoga after completing 200 sessions of the 4 preliminaries. Is it correct? I've also heard differing opinions by various Dharma propagators. And third question. During Grandmaster's Dharma ceremonies attended in person or on the internet or through the internet, would my visualization for karma eradication in Homa fire here, first for myself, then for my parents, children, siblings, one by one in the fire, eradicating their karma, be beneficial for them? Wish Guru Buddha great health, peace, longevity, self-mastery. Please stay in samsara for a very, very long time. She said attending ceremonies presided by Grandmaster, visualizing her or herself in the Homa fire for karma eradication, first for herself, then for the parents, children, siblings, one by one, eradicating karma. Would that be beneficial for them? What do you think? Yes, okay, if you said so, then that must be. It's best if you, parents, siblings, children, all visualize them in the fire, your neighbors, your friends, visualize all of them. Might as well. If you live in Kaohsiung, then you just visualize all the people in Kaohsiung. And you're in Malaysia, and then you might as well visualize all the people in your province into the Homa fire. Amitabha. Typically speaking, the 4 preliminaries, each of the 4 preliminaries needs 100,000 times each. The great prostration, great offering, refuge. But how come a Dharma brother said 200 times? No, but you need 100,000 times for each of them. Chanting the fourfold refuge mantra, great prostration, great mandala offering, 100,000 times each. Repentance practice 100,000 times each. That's the rule, the requirement in the Tibetan Tantrayana. 100,000 times each. So one needs to practice the 4 preliminaries until attaining spiritual union before practicing other Dharma practices. A Dharma teacher said so. Actually, after performing great prostration 100,000 times and you receive spiritual responses, it would be easier to perform other Dharma practices, because the 4 preliminaries are the foundation of the house. If you build a solid foundation, then you will not have any problem building the house. But without a strong and solid foundation, and then you continue building, then it may lean over, or without a strong or good foundation, it would be like Dazi in Taipei, Taiwan, where the building sank. So when they dig on the ground, all the buildings surrounding it lean over and almost topple. So the foundation is the most important. The 4 preliminaries are the most important. Every day you should perform the great prostration or chant the fourfold refuge mantra or repentance Dharma practice 100,000 times each. Great prostration 100,000 times. Fourfold refuge mantra 100,000 times. Great offering 100,000 times. Repentance practice 100,000 times. So you should do this 4 preliminaries first. If you do them well, then spiritual union would be swift and easy. Now, if you practice, when you practice other deity yogas, Guru Yoga and other deity yogas, then it's okay for you to also practice the inner tantric practices of the chi channels and light drops. However, the 4 preliminaries are the foundation. But if you do Guru Yoga or other deity yoga, you can also do the inner tantric practices. So, but it's also okay to perform the 4 preliminary practices together or combined with the Guru Yoga. That's the answer to Lian Hoa Mei Zhen from Malaysia. Xiaoming's been in school for a while, for a period of time, and the teacher said, use an analogy that can improve communication. So on the way home, Dad asked Xiaoming, the tiger of the mountain, the high-flying eagle, or the warrior wolf, or the agile leopard, or the loyal dog. Which one are you? And Xiaoming immediately answered without thinking, is that I am the horse who harmed the flock. A couple who's been married for 2 years were in an argument for some reason, and the husband said, you enlarge your breasts and fix the chin and the eyelids and heighten your nose and everything. So anything else that you cheat on me this past 2 years? And the wife explained my gender. So everything is fake. A 61-year-old lady. 61 is an old lady? Then I'm almost 80, and I will be old grandpa. An old 61 lady was hospitalized because of a heart attack. And when she was in a coma on the surgery table, she went and met God, and she asked God, is it my time for me to die? And God said, no, not yet. You still have 27 years, 2 months, and 8 days to live on. Wow, so 61 plus 27, she would live till 88. So you still have 27 years, 2 months, and 8 days to live. When she came back, she decided at the hospital to enlarge her nose, to have a double eyelid, and to take out the fat and enlarge the breasts and the behind, and change her look completely, and even dye her hair and whiten her teeth, and she was ready to live a new life for a very long time. But when she got out of the hospital, as she crossed the house, she was hit by an ambulance and died. So after death, she went back to the God and asked him, but you told me that I still have 27 years. Then why didn't you let me avoid this accident? And God replied, what? I don't recognize you anymore. When a man is only loved by a woman, then you're a husband. When several women loves you, then you're a man. When you're loved by over a dozen women, then you're a lover. When you're loved by a few hundred women, then you're an idol. When you're loved by a few thousand women, then you're a hero. When you're loved by a few tens of thousands of women, then you're a leader. And you're loved by the whole country, then you're money. But when the whole world, the women of the whole world love you, then you must be a toilet paper. That's funny. This is dialogue on the phone. Hey bro, can I ask you? And he replied, what's up? And if I won 350 million lottery, how much tax do I have to pay? And the answer is, if there is an if, then there's no need to pay taxes. Now we'll talk about the Vimalakirti Sutra. This good virtue Bodhisattva asked Vimalakirti, what is a Dharma offering feast? because we have written for giving Dharma is superior. So you use Buddhadharma as in giving would be the best kind of giving. I remember before in Hong Kong, the first time I conducted ceremony, in front of the Dharma table, there was also written that giving Dharma is superior, so it is the best kind of giving. So good virtue Bodhisattva asked Vimalakirti, why a Dharma giving Dharma is the best? And Vimalakirti replied, it is because it is offered with compassionate heart arising from the mind for enlightenment. Or actually loving kindness. Because giving Dharma is loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. When I visited Singapore, they have the rickshaw that's being pulled by a human. And I was on the rickshaw. And the rickshaw puller halfway asked me, "Hey, Sifu, give me 4 letters." Of 4 letters, or 4 numbers. And I thought at that time, 4 letters, loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. And the rickshaw puller, upon hearing that 4 characters, became really weak, and then put down the rickshaw and did not move anymore. And I was curious why. I said, loving kindness, compassion, joy, equanimity. Why did he stop? So he became very unhappy and upset. I did not know what happened. What's going on? Because he asked for 4 letters from me. And it turned out they have their lottery that needs 4 letters or 4 numbers. Now I know. So that's what he wanted. So they have those 4-number lottery in Singapore and Malaysia. So loving kindness is to give people happiness. I've talked about loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. Loving kindness means giving others happiness, and that is generating bodhicitta, generating the mind for enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings. This is important. We want to give others happiness and not suffering. The teachings of the Buddha is loving kindness, which means giving others happiness. And bodhicitta in the beginning is to give others happiness. So what is giving others happiness? Then you can save sentient beings. And generate compassionate heart. The second word is compassion, is to resolve other people's suffering. Like great virtue Bodhisattva, he is resolving other people's suffering. However, it's limited to only 7 days by performing the feast offering to let you filled. But after 7 days, then he doesn't do it anymore. So with limited money, limited space, and limited time, he could alleviate the sufferings. But to alleviate it for the whole life is only by generating great compassionate heart, mind. So compassion is to resolve other people's suffering. With the joyous heart mind arising from upholding the right Dharma. So Buddhadharma is considered right Dharma. So joy is the third character. Then you would have a joyous heart mind. Because we know, like we often say, because doing good, that you like doing good, that after you do good, then you would feel joyful. Naturally. So good things or doing good deeds make you happy. So give others happiness, alleviate their suffering, and then you're joyful because of the right Dharma, and you do it with joy, and you receive joy with equanimity through mastering wisdom. If you have equanimity, and if you forsake or give equally, that means you have wisdom. So you don't give or forsake for a particular reason. Because I gain benefit from it or from you, then I would give you. That's not the case. But you give unconditionally. That means giving impartially or equally. So equal equanimity toward friends and foes. And that's because you have wisdom. How can you give equally? Because now we know that each sentient being has Buddha nature. Whether you're a good person or a bad person, a man or a woman, or handicapped, uneducated, but they all Buddha nature. Even more so, not just human beings, all animals too have Buddha nature. All living beings have Buddha nature. So this is about equanimity and equally. So when you have wisdom, the wisdom of the Buddhadharma, which is also called Buddha wisdom, then you would understand that there is no differences between humans. There's no good or bad, man or woman, sick or handicapped, are all treated as Buddhas. Adult or children, they're all Buddhas. Then you would have wisdom or equal equanimity with wisdom. So no differentiation. Whether you're beautiful or ugly, whether you're fragrant or stinky, all the same, you all have Buddha nature. This is very important because you perform it with wisdom. So, by having wisdom, you perform equanimity. From the perfection of giving to attract the greedy ones. As people, we all have greed. Many people are greedy. However, in order to eliminate the greed, you need to learn giving paramita, which is the perfection of giving, the first one, generosity, giving. By performing giving, then you can alleviate your own greed. So, above my bed, there is a Kala Chakra, which was a piano, and the senior reverend that hang the Kala Chakra. There is a Kala Chakra above my bed. One time I got onto bed and Kala Chakra told me, do not accumulate wealth. You should not accumulate wealth. You should not keep saving money. Because for Grandmaster, it's not that I like money, that I really like money, but I don't spend. As I've said, all I've spent in America is to buy gasoline for the cars. And back to Taiwan, all I bought was water, bottled water, because I don't dare to drink tap water in Taiwan. So I drink bottled water. And I have to drink the Fiji bottled water. And I don't drink other bottled water, only Fiji bottled water. So in Taiwan, I just buy water. In America, I buy gas for the cars. And then I don't need to spend on anything else. And so what is the money for then? To be saved. And Kala Chakra knows that I'm saving money. And he told me, do not accumulate wealth. Then what should I do? Then you should accumulate merits and virtue. So he told me to accumulate merits and virtue and not wealth. So the Kala Chakra is alive after you hang it there. And he told me, okay, I don't accumulate, or I don't save the money, then what should I do? Should give it away. And true enough, I should give. And so I donated 250,000 US dollars, not Taiwan dollar. When they built the nursing home or senior home and the living room needed a donation, so I donated $250,000. And then, what is it for? When you go there, you would see a placard, Sheng-yen Lu Foundation there. Now, if you go to ICHS, the International Community Health, or health center. You also see Sheng-yen Lu Foundation there. There are several of them. One in Bellevue, one in Ballard, and several of them, 3 or 4, and they continue to expand. And on their lobby, there's always the placard Sheng-yen Lu Foundation because we donated to them. International Community Health Services, ICHS. So you need to give. So that's giving paramita, or the perfection of generosity. So from giving, you can arrive at the other shore. So we all have to do it. No need to save the money because there's no use for us. So the money is for giving, for charity, for helping, because we have enough. So there's no need to continue saving it. We have many things. All I wear is Lama outfit, and the dragon robes are also given by others. The Lama robe are given. Everything on my body are given by others, except the body itself. Everything else are given by others, including the underwears, underpants, undershirts, also given by others. The undershirts and underpants are given by Morgan and many other people. Everything is offered to me, and food is at the temples, and the clothings are given. The residences pretty much are offered by disciples too. The transports too given by Hanifa. The 2 cars. One is Maserati, one is Rolls-Royce. Were all given by Hanifa. And now we have an electric Rolls-Royce, and Hanifa asked me, when should we buy? And I said, how can I handle 3 cars? 2 cars are enough. And one day, when we don't need any more gas and it's complete electric, then we can buy. There's enough time. And someone told me, how come you're so dumb? You should accept it. Then the car that needs gas can be sold. But in my opinion, so even if I sell it and the money has no use, even my shoes were given by someone. Was given by a Taiwanese who specializes on making these high heel shoes. And the socks too were given by other people. I can also sell my clothes, the dragon robes, and the Lama outfits someone bought, and also my Lama bag, a dragon robe, clothes, underwear were bought, and even the towels that I use and underpants were bought by several people too. So we sold everything except the person. So I have sold myself too to sentient beings. Saturdays and Sundays, I don't have any day off. I give spiritual consultation from Mondays to Saturdays, and on Saturday we also have Dharma gathering, and Sunday we have Dharma ceremony and Homa, and group practice on Saturdays, and spiritual consultations from Mondays to Saturdays. I have no day off, not even a day. The perfection of giving paramita, I give my whole self to sentient beings. And this is also a kind of joy. From the perfection of keeping the precepts to transform the transgressions of the precepts. So this is the precept paramita. So if you perform the perfection of keeping the precept, then you will not violate the precepts. Buddhists should keep the 5 precepts: not to kill, not to steal, not to lie, not to commit sexual adultery, misconduct, and not to drink alcohol or be intoxicated. Those are the 5 basic precepts. If you keep the precepts, then you would eliminate violating the laws. The laws are the same as precepts. So Buddhism has not to kill, not to steal, not to commit sexual misconduct, not to lie, not to drink alcohol. The basic 5 precepts. After keeping the precepts, then you can arrive at the other shore. It's one of the 6 paramitas. From the perfection of endurance through the Dharma of no self. That's the endurance paramita. The true Buddhadharma is to understand no self. So when others defame or slander Sheng-yen Lu, we just endure. Why endure? Who is Sheng-yen Lu? He's just a name. So someone scolds or berates Sheng-yen Lu, like in the past on the internet. Many people, say from Singapore, from Malaysia, from Taiwan, they grouped to defame Sheng-yen Lu on the internet. And because I don't know anything about the internet, I didn't feel anything. Back then, Master Lian told me, "Oh, it's very serious, very serious." But I said, I don't feel anything because I never follow, I never check the internet. I don't have internet. So when I don't see it, I don't hear it, nothing's the matter for me. And then Simo did something on the internet. I was defamed. But as Buddhists, you should know what is no self. What is self? This external appearance, you? No. I look this way at 80. When I was born, I was naked, without wearing anything, or pants. I did wear clothes, because I was born with the white veil. And I look different. the photos from elementary school, junior high, senior high, college time. During college, my ears were tiny, no earlobes, but now it's different. The more I pull it down, the bigger they become. So I look different. So which one is Sheng-yen Lu? You're just an aggregate of the four elements. Once they disintegrate, nothing's left. So it's just a name. So when you think about the Dharma of no self, then you should not worry about being defamed or scolded. Because the one that's being defamed is not you, it's just a name. So if you understand Buddhadharma, then you can learn endurance. You're just in the dream. And people scold you in the dream. Once you are awake, nothing's there. Nobody slanders you. There is no slander. And if you think this way, everything works. Then you have endured. Then you have gained the unborn endurance. Unborn, because you were never born. Because the existence of you in the human world is just a dream. You've never come to the human world. You did not come and you did not go. You do not come and do not go. So, what would you do? Nothing. So if you think about that, then you can endure. Perfection of endurance through the Dharma of no self. Yeah, Santi Paramita. That's the Sanskrit. Santi Paramita. So you can endure. And piliye or diligence paramita. So we should all remember about endurance. If you master endurance, then you will not lose your temper. There's nothing to be angry about. Unless you eat a spoiled or rotten egg, then you would feel bad. Then of course you would scold a little bit, but that's okay. Actually, in this world, if you can endure it, we should. Really, there's nothing to fuss over. It's okay. Everything is fine. No big deal. This is about endurance. Endurance paramita. You use endurance paramita because you understand the Dharma of no self. That's why you can have the perfection of endurance. But ordinary people, because they do not know the Dharma of no self, so when other people mistreat you or you feel wrong, then you would have grudges and resentments. And those will become the source of transmigration or reincarnation. If you hate someone, then you will be bound by that someone to create the causes and effects, causes and conditions. So look at the war between Israel and Palestine. Palestine, of course, hates Israel. This little thing occupying our Palestinian land, and Israel also has their hatred because the Palestinian restrict or impedes the development of Israel. So the Palestinians hate Israelis, and this time Israel attacked with violence. So Israel also hates the Hamas. So they have hatred between them. So that's cause and effect. That would be karma. With cause there's effect, effect there's cause. So it's hard to say who's right or who's wrong. If in America you say that side is wrong, you'll be dead. We can't say who's right or who's wrong. Then you would be kicked out. We can't say anything. And we know there's cause and effect in here. Causes and condition. Why? Because both sides, they have that grudges between them in their heart minds. Israelis hate Hamas and the Hamas hate the Israelis. And because they have resentments in between them, there's karma, there's war. So between individuals, inside the family, between families, between clans, tribes, countries, are all the same. But spiritual cultivators are different. And that's because of endurance paramita. That's the difference. Spiritual cultivators are different. It's 5:20 already. So, do you understand from my explanation today? So therefore, Buddhadharma is different from the worldly or mundane phenomena. Buddhadharma teaches us to give others happiness, to alleviate others' suffering, and to do them with joy, and to give and forsake equally and impartially, equanimously. That's the teaching of the Buddha, and it also teaches the 6 paramitas, and by the 6 paramitas you can arrive at the other shore. So that's the spirit of the Buddhadharma. That's all for today. Om Mani Padme Hum. We are truly grateful to His Holiness Precious Dharma teaching. In a moment, there will be the empowerment for Marici Bodhisattva. And during the empowerment, please remember to visualize the deity, to form the mudra, and to recite the mantra. And please return your receivers right away. Please return your receivers right away. Thank you very much. This ends the English interpretation today. Thank you very much.
顶礼坛城做观想大礼拜，一拜根本传承上师及诸佛。嗡啊吽观想顶礼，回天心散印。二拜诸菩萨。嗡啊吽观想顶礼，回天心散印。三拜诸护法金刚。嗡啊吽观想顶礼，回天心散印。四平等一起手。 恭请师尊接受众线上的众弟子感恩之心。
谢谢师尊好，谢谢师尊，感恩师尊，感恩师尊，师尊，是佛佛平安的师尊，感恩师尊，如意身体健康，身体健康，可以安静，身体健康，弟子莲花认同师佛和师我们爱你哦，身体健康，佛体安康，感恩身体健康，体安康，体安康，自在，佛体安康，身体健康，美满一世，佛体安康，身体健康，自尊，师尊好，身体健康，法轮，师尊感恩师尊，师尊感恩师尊，身体安康，身体健康，我出咗嘅，好勁好健康，身体健康，爱你师尊，学习这些法门，身体健康，师母身体健康啊，师母健康，感恩身体健康，加持，你们爱你师尊，身体健康，我爱大家，身体健康，谢谢师尊，爱你，身体健康，爱你师尊，爱师母，爱师母，谢谢师尊，来的加持，爱你，身体健康，健康健康，
谢谢师尊，谢谢众线上的同门，下周见，下周见哦，谢谢师尊，谢谢众线上的同门，下周见。
拜拜。有没有不欢迎在那里？
Hi everyone, please return the translate receiver. Please return the translate receiver. Still missing 9 translate receiver. Please return the translate receiver. 恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛赐受摩尼之天法灌顶，含有皈依灌顶。
小。
感恩师尊，
毕业是要出一切吉祥。感恩
阿里，
师尊，师尊。
学生加入我安静的阿里，
师尊，你希望很快看到你的生命的生日。
我爱你，阿里，我爱你，
师尊，
师尊辛苦了。
健康，
师尊
家庭家庭健康。
师尊。